Have you ever heard the saying that you can't control everything, that your hair was put on your head to remind you of this? Well, since I have been living in Hawaii for about 2 years now, my control issues have certainly been tested on this account. I'm sure that you've heard me complain about the humidity and the wind and everything here in Hawaii and how it affects my hairstyles. As it's starting to get warmer and quite humid here, I thought this would be a really good time to do a video about my trials and tribulations and how I deal with frizz here in Hawaii. Spoiler alert, I do not have a magic product that is going to automatically tame your frizz. But what I do have is years and years of experience of dealing with frizz in many different climates with my crazy curly hair. Yes, that is my natural curl. But fear not, I do have some product recommendations for you and tips and tricks on how to deal with frizz. Welcome to Chronically Overdressed. I just want to take a moment to welcome you to my channel and say thank you so much for watching my videos. If you are enjoying them, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you always get notified when I drop a new video. I post a video once a week on vintage style, fashion, and beauty. And don't forget to head over to my blog, chronicallyoverdressed.com. I post there also once a week, and there's typically different content than I have here on the channel. So make sure that you sign up for notifications on my blog as well. And if you would like to support my channel, you can do that by heading over to buymeacoffee.com/theglambassador. You know I can't do a video like this without bringing some science into it. It just really helps me to understand the, how and why things work with my hair. And so I just want to share that with you as well. So what is humidity? Simply put, it is the amount of water vapor that is in the air. If there's a lot of water vapor in the air, like after a rain or even before a rain, if you live near a large body of water, or if you live in a tropical or subtropical area, there's going to be a higher percentage of water in the air, which causes humidity. The higher the humidity, the wetter it feels outside. How does humidity affect the hair? Each strand of hair is made up of lots of longitudinal tubes of keratin proteins all bundled together. Humidity in the air changes the way that these protein bundles in the hair bind together. These protein bundles are held together by two types of bonds. The stronger disulfide bonds, which are only broken and reformed by using a permanent curling or straightening treatment. And then the weaker hydrogen bonds, which are broken by water. Now, if you've seen my wet set video, you'll remember that we talked about hydrogen bonds and how this process works with a true wet set to give you a stronger curl hold. And just to recap, so when you wet your hair, it breaks the hydrogen bonds, making the hair a lot more malleable. And as it dries, new bonds are formed in that new shape that the hair is placed in. So around a foam roller or in a pin curl, and then it will stay in that shape for much longer because it's been dried in that new form. So when there's moisture in the air, it starts to break down those hydrogen bonds. The outer layer of the hair takes in the moisture from the air, causing the hair to swell and to frizz. The cuticle layers of your hair should ideally lay flat, but they open up and become raised when they're damaged or they're exposed to moisture. All types of hair experience some sort of hair swelling in response to humidity. Although the curlier your hair is originally, the curlier it's going to become in the context of humidity because it's trying to get back to that original curl pattern. Now, if you have naturally straight hair, the humidity is actually going to cause your curls to drop and possibly create frizz because, again, it's trying to revert back to that natural curl pattern, which is straight. Typically, hair starts to be affected when humidity levels are about 60%. So here in Hawaii, the average humidity level is about 70%, and this is year round. So there really is no respite for me in my hair. Add in the constant wind and the salt in the air, and let's just say that my hair has not been a happy camper since we've moved here. But humidity is not the only cause of frizz. There are a number of reasons that your hair could be frizzy. Frizz can be caused by dry hair that lacks moisture, and this could be from overwashing your hair, using sulfate-based shampoos, washing your hair in water that's too hot, using products that contain the wrong kind of alcohol, damage from using heat styling, having hard water, product buildup on your hair, and even using a regular terry cloth towel to dry your hair. Washing your hair too often, using water that is too hot, and using sulfate-based shampoos dries the hair out by stripping it of its natural oils. Sulfates are strong detergents and foaming agents that are often added to shampoos. So choosing a sulfate-free shampoo and washing your hair less often using cool water can really make a big difference in the look and the health of your hair. Using products that contain a lot of alcohol will also dry the hair out, but not all alcohols are the same, and they're not all bad for your hair. Short chain alcohols evaporate very quickly, and so they're often used in hair care and skincare products to decrease the drying time once the product is applied. These alcohols whisk away moisture from the hair, which causes the cuticle to roughen and leaves the hair really dry, brittle, and frizzy. Now, long chain alcohols or fatty alcohols are generally derived from natural sources like vegetable oils. Fatty alcohols act as thickening agents, giving products that rich, creamy texture. Fatty alcohols add slip to products, so it makes detangling a lot easier, and they provide hydrating properties which absorb and lock in the moisture, keeping the hair from drying out. Now, we all know that using heat tools can really damage the hair, cause it to break, and then contribute to frizz. So if you absolutely need to use heat tools, make sure that you are using a good heat protectant product, and try setting those hot tools at or below 300 degrees to avoid damage. Now, if you're noticing product buildup on your hair, you can try an apple cider vinegar rinse. I do this every few months, and just to help rebalance my hair and scalp and remove any excess buildup from products that I've used over the few months. You want to make sure that you're using raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar for the most benefits. It's really simple to make. I use about 3 to 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to 1 to 1.5 cups of water. I find it easier to apply with a squeeze bottle. So you're just going to wash and condition your hair as normal, and then tilt your head back and pour the apple cider vinegar solution, making sure that you're coating all of the hair. I like to run a comb through just to really make sure that all the hair strands are completely saturated. Leave it on for a few minutes and then just simply rinse it out with cool water. Then style your hair as usual. And don't worry, the vinegar smell, it totally dissipates. It does not stick around very long. So now that we understand frizz a little bit more and what can cause it and how humidity works on the hair, let's talk a little bit about products. So as I mentioned, I do not have a magic cure for frizz. And to be honest, I tend to use several different products just depending on what look I'm going for and what is going on with my hair. Again, I have very thick, naturally curly hair that tends to be dry. I also color my hair, so any of my cleansing products or my styling products need to be hydrating and color protectant. These are just some of the products that I've been using with some success. I used the Olaplex cleansing line for quite a while, but for the price, I really wasn't seeing a massive change in my hair. This co-wash system from As I Am is amazing. I really love the coconut co-wash. And the leave-in conditioner, I have been using that for years, and I use it no matter what other products I'm using on my hair. There have definitely been times that I have dealt with dandruff or a flaky scalp, and this version of Head & Shoulders, it's their Royal Oils line, is fantastic. And this is actually a co-wash. They do have a shampoo and separate conditioner, but I really like the co-wash systems. These are the cleansing products that I'm currently using. Actually, a follower of mine recommended these, and I thought I would try it out since it specifically stated that it was for defrizzing. It was climate control, and so far I do like it. It's definitely really hydrating. I would prefer a co-wash system where I only had one product, but that's okay. This works just fine, and the company is actually they are curl experts, so I'm really happy with how it feels on my hair. It's not drying, it's very hydrating, and so far it has helped to cut down on some of the frizz. I've used this deep conditioner a couple of times and it is wonderful. I haven't used anything else from this line, but I really do like this deep conditioner. It absolutely hydrates my hair. It's rich, it's creamy. I really love it. And for styling products, I really like to use creams and oils. They seem to work much better on my hair. Although I didn't see a huge improvement with the cleansing products, the styling products from Olaplex, the number 6 and number 7, I really like. And I like them for different reasons. The oil really helps to kind of give that shine that I like. But the cream, the number 6 cream, really hydrates my hair. So I use them on different days, just depending on what is going on with my hair. This is another hair oil, and it's fairly light. I really like it. It has pretty much replaced my beloved Pureology Precious Oil that was discontinued. And it's a little expensive, but I don't need a whole lot. For a fairly inexpensive product that really packs a punch, the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie is fantastic. It's really rich. You don't need a lot of product. You do have to be careful with it. If you overdo it, it can weigh down your hair. But this, if you have thick hair, if you have thick or curly hair, then absolutely try this. You can use it on wet hair right before you are going to put your hair up in rollers. And then you can use it on dry hair as well to help to tamp down some of the frizz. And although I do think it is incredibly important to try and mitigate any damage to my hair that the sea air or the wind or humidity may be causing, honestly, my best tip for dealing with frizz is to adapt your hairstyle so that you don't even have to worry about how frizzy your hair is. I use hair nets pretty much every day just to contain my hair and keep it from getting too poofy. Here's a really quick tutorial of a style that I have been doing a lot lately. Also, snoods and turbans are really, really helpful for hiding your hair if it's just not looking so great. Here are some other great hairstyles that are wonderful for dealing with frizzy hair. And just a gentle reminder that humans have been dealing with frizzy hair since the dawn of time. I know that we all love the look of the Hollywood movie stars, and we look to them for inspiration and swoon over the smooth locks and the perfectly coiffed hair. But it's important to remember that these are staged photographs, and they have professionals on hand, professional hairstyles on hand, that are just ready to tamp down any flyaways and tackle any errant hairs. This was not how everyday women looked. So be kind to yourself and remember that these women also serve as inspiration, and sometimes you just have to embrace the floof. Now you are armed and ready with knowledge, product suggestions, and gorgeous hairstyles that you can start to take control and combat your own frizz. I know this was a lot of information, so please feel free to save this video, make sure that you come back to it, and also go ahead and check out my blog. I've created a blog post to accompany this video with links and all the information really easily accessible for you that you can refer back to if needed. I'd also love to hear from you about products, techniques, or hairstyles that you use to combat frizz. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.